Yeah, once again, very good evening and thanks for joining. Okay, in continuous to yesterday's session. Okay, so yesterday we discussed about we know how to download, how to install, how to create the cluster, how to start the cluster, how to connect to the cluster, how to I shown you how to just create a database. Okay, but I will discuss a little bit more in the upcoming classes. Okay. So this is what we done. So we downloaded, we installed the software, we created the cluster, we created our own cluster as well, and we started the cluster using pz underscore ctl. We started the cluster, we created the cluster using initdb. So using initdb, we started the cluster. Sorry, we created the cluster using initdb. Okay, and these are the default directories are available under that every cluster, whatever the cluster you are going to create. Okay, and each cluster contains, once you create the cluster, make sure that you need to change the port number. Once you change the port number, then you need to start the cluster using pz underscore cta utility. Just started the cluster and we connected using okay pz admin 4. That's what we done yesterday, correct? Yes or no? Agree, everyone? So once we connect to the PC admin 4, we could see once we expand that cluster, we could see the databases, users and roles, and the table spaces. Apart from nothing else, it displayed. So once we connect to the cluster, okay, that's what we just got the objects once we expand. Now, okay, as I told you last time also, okay, as I need the name. So as I told you, okay, last time also, we are having okay, two ways of authenticating to the PostgreSQL. One is graphical user interface, that is nothing but PC admin 4. One is command line. Okay, today our focus will be the command line. Okay, till now we just downloaded the PC admin 4 and we registered the server from PC admin 4 and we connected using PC admin 4. Correct? Agree? Not agree? Everyone? Yes or no? So we completely use the PC admin 4 to authenticate to the Postgres cluster, Postgres instance or Postgres cluster. Okay, we use the PC admin 4. Now there is one more way where you can authenticate to the Postgres server, where you can authenticate to the Postgres server. That is nothing but PSQL. There is a utility called PSQL. There is a utility called PSQL. Using this utility, we can try to connect to the PostgreSQL cluster. We can try to connect to the PostgreSQL. Today, our main agenda is the PSQL. Okay, I don't want to make complex on the PSQL as well. Okay, let's go as much as simplest way to connect to the cluster using PSQL. Again, I will come back how we can authenticate little complex by encrypting the connections, by granting, by allowing the users. We'll see lot many other stuff in the upcoming sessions. First, let's try to understand how to use the PSQL, how to use the PSQL utility. So when you specially go for PSQL, there are lot of parameters. Out of that, so we are having -p small letter. This is very case sensitive, sir. Especially, please be careful when you are going for command line. When you are specially using the command line, okay. When you are running any command line, make sure that you are going to use the you need to follow the case sensitive. Okay, means you need to use the caps lock, you need to use the small letters. So if your vice versa changing, definitely it will throw an error for us. Definitely it will throw an error for us. As of now, as of now, what are the parameters we need to remember for PSQL means, okay, -p port number, very, very important. -p is nothing but port number, and -d database name for which database you are trying to connect. Okay, which database you are trying to connect, what is the port number for your cluster which you are trying to authenticate, along with what username you want to connect. Okay, and -p for password as well, and -h if connection from the remote. So if you are connecting remotely, so you are using PSQL, okay. So your cluster created at the remote server, your cluster created at the remote server and you are trying to access somewhere, that time you need to pass -h, and you need to pass the server name or IP address. Host name means server name is nothing but host name, or you need to pass the IP address. Okay, no worries. When we are going to authenticate using Linux box, okay, we'll try to connect using remotely as well. Let's see all the stuff in the upcoming classes. As of now, we are connecting locally. Majorly three parameters you need to focus. One is port, database, user. Port, database, user. These are the major three parameters. Out of that, username uh, 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 is should be caps letter. Okay, very you should be caps letter. Remaining all should be small letters. Like port will be small letter, database will be small letter, and H will be small letter. But you should be a caps letter. Please be careful about the okay because it's a case sensitive. Now PSQL is a command line utility. By default, you will get this utility when you are installing the product. By default, you will get the PSQL utility, command line utility. Using this command line utility, you can authenticate to the Postgres engine. Like you remember for SQL Server, there is a SQL CMD utility, right? Agree, everyone? For SQL Server, there is utility called SQL CMD. Like same for PSQL, there is utility called PSQL. There is utility called PSQL. Using that PSQL, you can try to authenticate to the engine. You can try to authenticate to the engine. So here major thing we need to pass is, so you no need to follow the like order. Means Subbu, what order I need to pass? First I need to pass the host name, I need to pass the port number, or I need to pass the database name, or I need to pass the username. Whatever order it may be, okay, whatever order it may be, no worries, sorry, no worries, whatever order it may be, but make sure that the required information you need to pass when you are trying to use command line utility. The required information you need to pass when you are trying to connect using PSQL command utility. Okay, everyone clear? Not clear? It's a very simple. I'm not making that much complex when you are trying to connect, but going forward, I will make little complex even for PSQL as well, because when you are working with the Linux, mostly we will use the PSQL utility. When you are connecting via Linux, we will use the mostly of the PSQL utility. So we want to do little strong on the PSQL utility. Now let's let's move on, sir. Okay. Now let's do one thing. I can go to the home page, go to the our labs, search for PostgreSQL. Okay, I'm having Postgres 16, Postgres 17, Postgres 16, Postgres 17. Let's go for latest version only. Okay, here you are having application stack builder, installation notes, PG admin 4, PG admin document, PostgreSQL document, PostgreSQL release note. Okay, you are having a long reload configuration. Okay, reload configuration along with there is a command line utility called SQL cell. Nothing but PSQL. Nothing but PSQL. If you want, you can directly open this one. If you want, you can directly open this one. Okay. It will directly go to the SQL cell PSQL, or you can open the command prompt as well. You can open the command prompt as well. You can open the command prompt and you can pass the PSQL. Okay. No worries. Here I set the environmentable variable. That's the reason it is directly going to the PSQL. For you, it will throw an error. I don't want to see this technique. I will show you a different technique. Okay, open the command prompt. Okay, open the command prompt. Now, using command prompt also, you can connect to the PSQL, or you can open the SQL cell PSQL command line utility, and you can try to connect to the Postgres engine. Okay, how you are trying to connect to the how you are trying to connect to the okay on the by using PG admin 4, how you can try to authenticate. Same way you can try to authenticate using command line utility. Now, can I first use SQL cell, PSQL utility. Can I first? We'll see all three differences. Okay. One is command line utility. One is using command prompt using PSQL. One is PGadmin 4. Okay. We'll go for three. Okay. We'll go
Okay.
for, yeah. Someone is asking. Okay. Let's minimize CMD for a while. Now, so when you open SQL cell, PSQL, okay, SQL cell, PSQL command line utility, the first thing it is asking a server. Okay. So assume you are opening PSQL utility remotely. If you are opening PSQL remotely, where your instance is hosted means where your cluster is hosted. Please important, that is very important. Where your cluster is hosted. In my laptop, I'm having these many clusters. I'm having one, two, along with when I go for C drive, I'm having two more cluster. So overall, in my laptop, I'm having four different clusters. Four different clusters I'm having. So to which cluster I need to connect? But you observe, right? All these four clusters are part of same server, right? It's not any remotely as well. It's a locally only. So being it is a locally, you can pass the local host, local host, or what you can do, nothing need to pass because you are on the same box, right? You no need to pass, just click on enter. Either you can pass the local host or you can just click on the enter. Is it clear or not clear, everyone? Yes, no. Getting everyone? So, being you are in the same host, you are in the same server, you no need to pass the server name, sir. Okay? You no need to pass the server name. In case if your clusters are in the different server, then here you need to pass the IP address or you need to pass the server name where your cluster is hosted. Got it, everyone? No? Yes?
Yeah. Got it.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, sir, for confirming. Now, which database I need to connect? So by default, okay, by default, when we create a cluster, when we form a cluster, by default, you will get the Postgres database, right? Yes or no? By
Mm.
default, that is a database you will get it. So I don't have any other database to connect. So this is the default database I wanted to connect. Later on, I can create my own database. I can choose my own database later on, sir. Now, being I am connecting to the Postgres database, I no need to pass anything here also. Just click on enter. Okay, just click on enter. These are the both are default options. That's the reason I'm going for enter, enter. Okay, in case if you want to do, if you create any database and you want to connect to that database, here you can pass the database name. So for example, like a DB1, like a DB1, like a DB2, DB3, DB4, whatever database you want to connect, you can pass the database name. I don't want to go to this database. I want to connect with my own database. Then you can pass this database name here. Okay, it's fine. Now, see, all these four clusters are listening with a different port numbers, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes or no? So this I am currently as part of this. So being I open the command cell for 17, it is going to this cluster. Okay, by default, it is going to this cluster. And what is the port number for this cluster? Okay, what is the port number for this cluster? It is okay 5433. That's the reason it is pointing to the 5433. Can I change the port number here, Subbu? I don't want to go to this instance. I wanted to go to this cluster. I wanted to go to this cluster. Okay, yesterday we created a cluster, right? I wanted to go to this cluster. What is the yesterday port number we passed? Okay, 888 port number. Now I wanted to connect to this cluster. Okay, let's pass different port number, 888. I don't want to go to that cluster. I want to go to the different cluster. Then you can pass the port number, sir. You can pass the port number and click on enter. And what is the username you need to pass? By default, I'm having only one user, that is nothing but Postgres. So I am going to pass the Postgres only. Okay. I no need to pass the login name. Okay. See, now see, connecting to the server localhost port number 888 failed connection refused. Okay, is the server running on the host or accepted? See, before I go and try to connect, I need to verify whether my cluster is running or not. Yes or no? Everyone,
Mm.
Yes, sir.
I need to verify whether my cluster is running or not, right? So how you can verify, sir? How you can verify? Yesterday I shown you how you can verify whether my cluster is running or not.
Using
Easy and
PSQL.
Okay, PG underscore CTL. So PG underscore CTL. What is the command I need to pass? Hyphen D. And what is the path of this cluster? What is the path of this cluster? This is right.
yes.
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay. Now I need to pass the data. Okay, currently your instance is not, your cluster is not running. So first thing what you need to do, you need to start the cluster, right? Yes or no?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yes, I am starting the cluster. Now my cluster is started. Now minimize this. Don't close this one, sir. Okay. I will let you know what you need to do later on. Okay. Don't close this one. If you close this one, your cluster will be down again. Okay. Don't close. As of now, just minimize. Okay. Now what I need to do next? Click on any key to continue. Oh, it's closed. What I need to do is let's bookmark this PSQL utility. Every time I need to go here, I will do one thing. Now, what is the server name? You can pass the local host. If you want, you can pass the local host. If you wanted to pass the database name as well. Okay, if you are having any doubt, I am passing all the things, sir. Okay, what is the port number? 888 port number. And what is the username? Postgres. Okay, so see it connected, right? See it connected.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that is how you will make the connectivity using PSQL. Okay, using SQL cell command line utility. Using SQL cell command utility. Okay, you connected to this now. Now same way you go to the PC admin 4. Yesterday we created, right? What is that? This one, right? I think which one, sir?
RB.
RBA2 product dev. I entered the password. What is the password I given? 1 second, sir. Let me. Okay, connected. Let's go to the property. I need to see the port number. Oh, it's not. I don't want this one. I think they want this. Let's pass the password. Okay. Yeah, fine. What is this port number? Okay, 888. Now I connected using PZadmin 4 as well. So I connected using PZadmin 4 and I also connected with the, where is it? Sorry. I also connected using SQL CMD. So I connected using PZadmin 4. I connected using PSQL. PSQL. Now see, when you connect to the PZadmin 4, you can see the databases, right? How many databases are available here? Agree, not agree, everyone? Easily you can see. Now let's go and verify, sir, first. Okay. So for example, I wanted to see the version. So I connected, see, for example, you connected using PSQL utility, right? So for example, I wanted to see the version. Select, okay, select version, okay, access. Okay, now see, if you run select version, now you will get the PostgreSQL version. What version your engine is running means that cluster is running on that cluster. Which version? That cluster, which version is running? Postgres 17.2 version is running. Okay, what is the thing? Okay, select space version. Select space version. So for example, I wanted to see what is the time. Okay, for example, I wanted to see the time. So you need to remember all this stuff. Okay, now select now. For example, now see, every query need to end with the semicolon, sir. Need to end with the semicolon. So by mistakenly you click on enter, it won't execute, sir. It will go into the next line, but it won't execute it. So by mistakenly you forget to pass the semicolon, and you just click on enter. What will happen? It will go to the next line. Next, what you need to do here, you can pass. In case if you miss to pass the semicolon, you can pass in the below line as well. It will execute the top line. See, it's shown the time frame today. Are you able to see the time now, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now see, sir, for example, I wanted to see if you connect using PC admin 4, you can see the databases, you can see the logins, you can see the table space, everything here itself, right? Yes or no? Easy,
Yeah.
right? When you connect to the PC admin 4, you will get everything by easily. You will get everything easily. But if you are connecting using PSQL, if you connect to the PSQL, will it be easy? Now, how I can display the database names? Okay. To display the database names, okay, /L. Okay, you no need to pass the semicolon. You no need to pass the semicolon. Just /L. It's a command lines tool, sir. Okay, if you click on enter, you will see all the databases which are being part of this instance. Currently, I am having DB1 database, Postgres database. Okay, by default, you will get the template 0, template 1. Okay, template 0, template 1, and Postgres. By default, these are the three databases will be created in every cluster. By default, these are the three databases will be created in the cluster. Template 0, template 1 will be hidden. You can't see when you are connecting using PC admin 4. You will see only Postgres and whatever the database you created. Now, yesterday, we created the database using PC admin 4, right? Yesterday, you know what is the command we use? Create database name. Here also same thing. Using PSQL also, you will do same thing. Create database. Okay, database name. For example, DB2. I need to pass the what database name I need to pass? What database name I need to pass, sir? DB2. For example, I'm passing DB2. Okay, and where is it? Where is my cursor? Okay, click on enter. Now it's created a database. Now you can go to the PC4, PC admin 4, and try to refresh. Are you able to see the database name DB2?
Yes.
Means
Yes.
whatever you are doing on the PSQL, same thing you can do in the PC admin 4 as well. Okay, but this is your graphical user interface. You will get some better options. Okay, when you compare with the command line utility. Okay, now if you go for /L, okay, now you can see the DB1, DB2, Postgres as well, and template 0, template 1. These are the three default databases. Now you are in currently which database, sir? Now you are in currently which database?
Default Postgres.
Default database. So for example, see, this is your database name only. Okay. Now, for example, I wanted to change the database name. Okay. What is the how I can change? So in PG admin 4, I can go to this database. I can open the new query window. Okay. Now I can do whatever because it's a part of DB2 database, and I can do whatever I want. I can create the table. I can create a table. I can insert the data. I can update the data. Yesterday we discussed the same thing, right? Now you can do it. It's easy, but how you can switch the database from one database to another database when you specially has been part of PSQL. Okay, what is the command? Means /c, and you need to pass the DB name. DB2, for example, I need to go for DB2. Okay, now see, are you able to see the database name here? DB2. This is not a login, sir. Don't get confused. Okay, this is not a login. This is a database name. You are in that database. Please be careful when you are using PSQL. Okay, everyone, getting, not getting. Everyone, yeah, I will
Yes, sir.
share all this all the commands. Are no need to worry. Okay, it's a very simple commands only. If you start using the commands, you will be familiarized in 1 or 2 days only. It won't take massive days. Okay, no worries on that part. Now, for example, again I need to switch back to different database slash backward slash Steve and for example DB1 database. Okay, now you disconnected and you connected to the DB2 and you connected with the DB2 disconnected and DB1 it is connected. Now I wanted to see how many tables are available. For yesterday you created a table, right? So when you go to the PC admin 4, if you expand DB1, if you expand the what is it schemas, if you expand the tables, okay, you will see yesterday I created one table, right? No, yesterday I not created a table, sir. Where I
Yeah,
created?
it is related. It.
Oh, I think I created in the Postgres. No, 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 no. I created in the default database. I think, yeah, I think so. I created in the default database. Okay. So, for example, let me switch to default database. Okay. Slash C, and I need to search for Postgres. Okay. For example, I'm switching back to default database. Now I wanted to see how many tables are available. Okay, in SQL Server, what we will do, select a star from, okay, select a star from sys.sys objects or sys.sys objects, right? Here, very simple. If I wanted to see what are the tables are available in this database, nothing, backward slash DT. If you enter, it will display how many tables are available. Currently, I'm having only one table. Currently, I'm having only one table. Okay, currently I'm having only one table. If I wanted to get the information about how many tables are available in this year, so I can go for slash dt. Okay, I can get information about the table. So this many tables are available. Yeah, these are the some shortcuts are available. Going forward, we will learn slowly one by one, one by one. Okay, it's easy, not that much complexer when you are especially go for PSQL, but always try to use the PSQL, sir, rather than using PC admin 4. I can tell you that mostly try to use now, being you are in the learning phase, right? If you are little comfortable, same comments here also same thing, nothing here also same, whatever you want slash, okay, and if you execute it, okay, what is it? Oh, no, no. Sorry. SQL commands. These are okay. Sorry, I forget. So there we will go for the tables. Okay, there we'll go for the tables. Now, better are always, because whatever the commands you are going to use here, same commands it will be applicable for Linux platform as well. So mostly all the our Postgres engines will be running in the Linux box, right? Mostly you will go to the Linux box and you will open the command line utility. Okay, then you will start working with the Postgres using command line utility, right? Better try to practice more on the PSQL rather than in the PC admin 4. Again, try to practice in the PC admin 4 as well, but more on the PSQL so that you won't face any difficulty when you get a chance when you are working with Linux box. Okay? Not okay, everyone. This is a very simple technique if I go for the SQL cell. Now, for example, I want to quit from this connection. Okay, I want to disconnect this cluster. I want to disconnect from this cluster. I want to connect to the different cluster. I hope you are getting my point, everyone. I wanted to disconnect this cluster and I wanted to connect to the different cluster. Now, what is the command? Class Q. Okay, and yes, enter any key. Now it will quit. Again, you need to open the PSQL. It will quit from the session. If I wanted to exit again, you need to go for the different. Where is my Postgres? Come on. Yeah. Okay. Again, you will start from the new connection. This time I wanted to connect to the different cluster. What is the major important here? Port number, correct? Localhost, same database. What is the port number? 5433. Last time I connected 888. Okay, now I need to connect to the 45433. I don't want to connect to 5433 as well. I need to connect 5432. Now you will pass 5432 port number. So here very important is ports. I hope you are getting my point, everyone. Here very important is you need to pass the port number. Very important is port number. Very important is port. Here very important is port. So when you are trying to making the authentication of the Postgres cluster, the one very important point is port number. Okay, anyhow, we discussed about the SQL cell. I don't want to go for SQL cell now. I need to go for command line, sir, CMD. Okay, can I go for CMD now? Everyone,
Yes.
are you comfortable with the
Yes.
SQL CMD? Sorry, SQL cell? No, yes.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, great. Now, sir, I am opening in the SQL CMD. Now, better what I will do. So I will go to the bin folder. Okay, better first I will go to the bin folder. Where is my Postgres 17? Let's go to the bin folder. Okay, now I can open CMD from here, command line. Now go to here. Now, now tell me what is the now tell me what is the syntax to connect to the cluster. Okay, connect to the cluster. Is equal. Okay, hyphen p. What is the port number? 888, right?
Yes.
888 port number. Hyphen d. What is the database name?
Post.
Postgres. Postgres and hyphen capital U. What is the login name? Postgres only. Currently, I'm having only one login. That's the reason I'm passing hyphen. Sorry, I'm passing the same login name Postgres. Now hyphen H. So in case if you are connecting to the remotely, then you need to pass your server name. For example, dial SQL, okay, SQL 45, or you can pass the IP address as well. So as of now, I am connecting to the local host, right? I am not passing anything. I'm directly going for PSQL hyphen P port number hyphen D Postgres and I hyphen U username and click on enter. Now see, sir, I hope you got my point. Now you connected, right? Everyone?
Yes.
Yes or no? You connected. But see, sir, here you are getting some warning, right? Everyone, warning. When I'm trying to use the PSQL using command prompt, I am getting some warning here. Warning, console code page 437 differs from Windows code page 1252. 8-bit characters might not work correctly. See PSQL reference, PG note, Windows user, blah, 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 something. You are getting some warning symbol. I don't want to see all these warning symbols in my real world, sir. Okay. There may be some issue with my command prompt. There may be issue with my command prompt. Now what I can do, I need to avoid this warning symbol. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I am just first let me copy this one. No. Now see, I am just quitting. I need to quit. So I just quit, sir. Being it is a command prompt, if you quit, it will back to your location. It will back to your location. Okay, it will back to your location. Now, what you need to do means there is a shortcut to avoid this warning. There is a shortcut to avoid this warning. What is that? CMD dot exe. Okay, space forward slash c. Okay, forward slash c chcp space. You need to pass 1252. 1252. Now click on enter. Okay. Now this code is activated for this command prompt. Now I am trying to authenticate, sir. See, this time there is no warning. You excluded the warning, right? Yes or no? Whatever the code, there is a warning. I have executed this one active code to this command line utility in my server. Okay. Now I avoided this warning. Now when I'm trying to connect using PCSQL, I won't get this warning 1252. Okay, not okay. In real world, you won't get, sir. In case if you're getting this kind of warning, I don't want nothing harm, but I don't want to say this warning because, for example, you are sharing a screen to your Windows team, your application team. If your application team is asking why you are getting this kind of warning, that time, maybe it's an issue with my command prompt. I need to add that code, that Windows code page to the my command prompt. Using this command, I can add this code to the my CMD. Now, to avoid the warning symbol. So this is how PSQL you can connect. Good? Not good? No? Yes? Everyone?
Yes, Subbu.
Everyone clear? Not clear? This is how PSQLs are very simple. Okay. There are much more command prompts, commands are there, much commands are there. I will share all the commands what we need to remember. Okay. So /t, /l, /gt, /d, /dn, df, db, du, hyphen, /g, yes. Okay. So you are having certain commands. Okay. 20 commands. Slowly you can understand, sir. Not in the day one. Can I get all this information? So boom is no need. So if you just go to the Google, okay, and ask PSQL, okay, PSQL commands, okay, commands. So you will get multiple documents. You no need to worry. You will get multiple documents with all the reference screenshots as well. So easily you can understand. See, these many commands are available. Okay, you will get you see here it is showing /a /bind /c /cd okay con info /copy. Okay, you are seeing multiple things, many things. So going forward, what are so important which we are going to work regularly, you need to remember, sir. Will I need to remember all this one? No need, but at least whatever we need on our day-to-day life to make very smoothly. So these are all commands for same for Linux as well. Okay, if you are learning for PC, it's a PC call only. Either you are in the Windows, either you are in the Linux, you list the same commands only. Better. That's the reason I told you. Always try to practice in the PC call rather than practicing in the PC admin 4. Okay, you will become strong in the Linux as well. Here and there, little changes, but almost all are the same only. Okay, sir, you are good at PSQL utility, command line utility, how to use SQL command tool, how to use using command prompt, okay, using command prompt, and how PC admin 4 you already know, sir. Okay, and I showed you a basic commands only, not that much great commands. Yep, that's it, sir. Any
Sir,
questions?
one question. Like, see here, our bin folder is in C drive and the cluster is created in different server, right? Different folder, right?
Yes, you can create wherever you want cluster, sir.
So
Sir,
for
you
this,
know, again, see, wait. For example, you are installing a product in D drive. I installed a product in D drive, but my binary files will be in the program files, right? SQL also
okay.
same, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You install the binary files wherever you are installed, you can install. Where you are forming a cluster, that is very important, right? I hope you are getting my point. How
Yes.
how I could know, Subbu, I am connecting to this cluster only means these ones are very important. Okay, sir. Please be careful. Please be careful. Ports are very important when you are authenticating the Postgres. Okay, ports are very important. If you by mistakenly if you pass the wrong port number, it may go to the different cluster. Then we are gone. Okay, not okay. Everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Our actual simple concept done, sir. Now, okay. All next concepts are very important. Most high level concepts are getting from next session onwards. Okay, so
Sir, have you made any mistakes in this query writing, sir, in your experience, Postgres related? Because it's a kind of careful job, right?
No, ma'am. No, I won't do that much mistake because I will be so careful. I will double check. Even SQL also been I'm having this much experience. I never try to rerun or something. Okay, I will be so careful until unless rare case, very rare case. But Postgres no. But that's what we need to. So that's the reason I need to address everything slowly only. Okay, our slow part is done, sir. The next session is our actual concept. Okay. Now you are good at PZ admin, little good at PZ admin 4, little good at PSQL, little good at cluster, little good how to start the cluster. We are good, sir. Now we wanted to go for actual concepts. Okay. So any questions before? Don't disconnect. Okay. Been everyone knows that from the festival Sankranti. Okay. So we will in India, Wilson. Okay. The people out of India. Okay, Eric, John, Wilson. So we are having a festival in India. So usually we will celebrate for 3 days this festival. Okay. So and one more thing is everyone knows I'm like a newborn baby, right? So I need to spend some time with the festival with my kid. Okay. So that's the reason I will resume the sessions on 16th. Okay. So for SQL also I told same thing. We will resume on 16th. For PostgreSQL also will resume on 16th. Okay. For old batch, I may take the session, sir. For new batches, I will resume from 16th. From 16th, there won't be no breaks. Okay. No breaks, sir, because we are running out of time basically. As part of we need to complete as much as, but still we are running out of time. Okay. Due to my personal family emergencies, this is happening, but we are running out of time because 15 days almost done. 15, not almost 15 plus 5, almost 20 days we already done. Okay. So from 16 onwards, there is no break on for SQL. The people who are being part of SQL, the people who are being part of PostgreSQL also, there is no break from 16 onwards. Okay. Until unless there is any really emergency, I won't stop the sessions. And now we are discussing only 40 minutes, 45 minutes, or 50 minutes, or max 1 hour. But from 16 onwards, 1 hour, 15 minutes every day session, 15 minutes for your questions, sir. Okay. For PostgreSQL. SQL regularly will go regularly. Okay. Is it clear, everyone? Especially for Wilson, John, Eric, okay,
Yes.
who are out of India. We are having one of the biggest festival this is, and I also need to celebrate with my kids especially. Okay, so I will resume the sessions on 16 onwards. From there won't be no breaks. Okay.
All right. Thank you for the updates. Enjoy the festival.
Yeah, thank you, sir. And meanwhile, I just started preparing. Okay, I will start preparing the PostgreSQL. I will spend some time this for next 4 days. The people who are from India, happy Sankranti. Okay. The old batch, definitely I will connect with you. Okay. But the new batches, maybe I won't connect till 16th. Okay. Still 16th, but old batches, I will connect because I need to complete your sessions as quickly as possible. I know you are tomorrow morning also there is a session. Okay. For old batch. Yeah. You already received the meeting invite. So tomorrow evening I will take till 9:30 only because tomorrow there is a small function in my home. It will start at 10 o'clock. So I will take session till 9:30. Okay. Because I need to complete your batch. Okay. So that I won't feel that overload as quickly as possible if I complete your batch next 15 sessions. Okay. 15 to 20 sessions if I complete, then I can spend good amount of time to the new batch for SQL. For PostgreSQL, there is nothing, sir, because we are in the evening. For SQL, 15 days you need to little adjust. Okay, So once the old batch is completed, that 15 sessions, I will be with you only. Okay, everyone? Yeah. So once we complete the old batch, okay, from February, there will be mock interviews for SQL Server, especially. Okay, for everyone I'm saying, especially for SQL servers. Okay, there will be mock interviews. PostgreSQL, after we complete, okay, after we complete, then we'll start the mock interviews for the PostgreSQL as well. Okay, and from February onwards, okay, from February onwards, every month I will connect one day, one weekend for 1 hour to 1.5 hours. Maximum people try to join. Whatever you struggled for that 1 month, whatever you struggle for that 1 month, okay, we will have the discussion in that 1.5 hour or 2 hours, sir. It's a general talk, and I will take you 1 or 2 scenarios from your end, okay. And next month, every month we are having the call, right? Next month I will try to, okay, show you the example whatever we took, that 1 or 2 questions. That is how you are learning something new. That is how I am also learning something new. Getting my point, everyone? No? Yes? Will that help everyone?
Yes, Subbu.
Yes.
Okay, so that I can touch every month. Okay, don't think that your batch is completed. Even sir, PostgreSQL also I will do same thing. Okay, going forward, not immediately for Postgres, but SQL I will start immediately from the February. Okay, so February ending you will be one meeting. You will have one meeting. March ending you will have one meeting. Every month we'll have one meeting. So you will be part of community, right? So no need to post here and there. If I post something, everyone can visible there. Okay. If 44th batch is also interested in that meeting, definitely I will invite you people as well. Okay. Whoever be part of SQL as well, 44th batch. So that every month we are connecting. So it is a never ending batch. Okay. That's it, sir. I just wanted to share. This is the one good initiative we wanted to take in 2025. So that every month I will have some time to connect with you. Okay. So I think Annabelle, you will be so happy, right?
Absolutely. And please make this on weekend.
Okay. Yeah. That's the one thing. Thanks and advance happy Sankranti to everyone. Please enjoy. Okay. Uh, see you at 16th, sir. Everyone.
Okay, Subbu.
Same to you, sir.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone.